Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my video on the order flow indicator for MT4, the MetaTrader 4 platform, which you can see here. Okay, so this order flow indicator strategy is using a combination of indicators to show you the order flow, okay, or the market flow in terms of bears, aka sellers, and bulls, aka buyers. So we have three indicators here below the chart. Okay, we have the bears indicator. Basically, when this is below, it suggests that the market is in a downtrend. Obviously, the lower the values, the further away the trend is, which can help you prevent you from selling if the market is too oversold. Okay. For instance, when you see this big move down here, this big bearish candle, you can see the indicators all the way down here. So you might not want to sell in an oversold market. Same as here after this big move down. You can see this is quite low, hence oversold. Again, you might want to wait for a pullback, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, and then we also have the bulls indicator, which does the same but in the opposite direction. So generally speaking, when this indicator here is increasing in value, okay, it suggests that the market is moving upwards. As you can see here, it goes up, the market goes up with it. Okay, and again, the higher it is, the more chance there is of a market being oversold. So it can help prevent you from buying at a top. Okay, we want to buy low, sell high. And then finally, we have the bear and bulls power indicator, which is just basically a combination of the both. Color coded nicely, blue for bulls, red for bears. Okay, generally speaking, you want it to be below for a bullish, for a bearish trend, and above for a bullish trend. Okay, so that being said, how do we trade this? Well, this is a euro dollar 1 hour chart you see here in the MT4 platform. Okay, you can use this strategy on any trading instrument and any chart time frame. The first thing I do is I look for resistance and I look for support. Okay, you can see there at this stage in the market, we have this support line up here. We had this resistance triple top formation there. Price broke out through the support line, that trend line there, and that's when we started to see this bearish downturn. We could have timed our entry perhaps after we saw this breakout. Okay, could have waited for a pullback and entered on this next breakout here, which is a strong support level, as you can see, all the way back to here, and that could have been a good entry point there. Have the market making lower highs, some bearish price action in here. You've got 3 inside down candlestick pattern there. It's a bullish followed by a bearish candle that's 50% of the bullish candle's body, followed by another bearish candle that breaks below the low. Same there, 3 inside down. Okay, you've got an engulfing bearish bar there. You've got 3 inside down pattern there. Price moving away from this level of resistance. All of the signs were there. We even had a break of this support as well there. Okay, so it was all on for a nice short trade. If we just zoom out, you can see this trade would have been a good entry here for almost 800 pips. Okay, I would have used a break even, so when price broke through, I just would have moved this. For starters, the stop loss would have been above the high here, so you're looking around 10 to 15 pips. Okay, and then as price fell, I'd move the stop loss to break even at the first instance, then trail it above recent highs, just locking in the profit as the price moves down. We do this so if price does turn around, you know, we milk the trend as much as possible. You can of course close part of the position on the way down, and the last thing I'd want to do is exit prematurely over here. Say price drops here, you see 80 pips, you take those 80 pips, you just leave them way too much on the table. That's why I don't like to use fixed take profit levels. Okay, I'd rather use a tight stop loss, cut my losing trades short, and let my winning trades run as much as possible. That way, even if we take a few losses for 20 pips here and there, say 4 losses, you're down 80 pips, we don't panic because we know when we do eventually catch a move like this, we can make back those pips and some more with a, you know, trades worth hundreds of pips. Trading smart, not hard. That's why I prefer the higher chart time frames like the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. As I said, it's a 1 hour chart. find technical analysis, price action analysis tends to be more reliable because there's more price action included. I don't want to pull my hair out trying to scalp 1 minute and 5 minute charts all day long for a few pips, but each to their own. Okay, so waffling aside, the bulls and bears indicator, let me just explain here. So what we saw in this instance for the confirmation for these trades was, okay, so the bears indicator is below. Okay, the bulls indicator is also below. So that started around here. And the bear and bulls power is also below. So they were the three indications. Okay, that we were in the bearish trend, and then we don't jump in straight away. Okay, you can see if you did that here, when the bear indicator is up, the bull indicator is up, and the bear and the bulls are up, and you did that there, you'd be buying at the top. So instead, what we wait for is we wait for a pullback. As I said, we had a pullback there. I'm just looking at the indicators, you can see there. So they all drop downwards, and then as they pull back up, that's the sign for a pullback. So this one pulls back up, this one pulls back up, this one pulls back up. Basically something you can just look at the chart and see yourself there with that nice M pattern formation, the lower highs and the breakout of that strong level of support. Okay, so that could have been our indication for entry. If you do miss the initial entry, you can just apply the same principles again. Okay, wait for a pullback, draw your support, trade on a breakout of the support. Okay, the indicators again all drop down, then they go up, which is the pullback. That's when you can draw your support. Okay, same again, they all go down, and as they go back up, okay, you can then draw your support and wait to see if price breaks out through. It does there. That's an NFP, non-farmers payroll, first Friday of the month candle. We could use that momentum there to hop into this strong down trend. Okay, then again, wait for the pullback, draw your support. That support then comes resistance, and you could still be getting in this trend even down here. Ideally, you want to get in as early as possible. You don't want to sell at the low, but there are ample opportunities on the pullbacks throughout this trend to re-enter or to enter if you haven't taken a trade, but just still trying to avoid selling at the low. You know, you want to get in ideally around here somewhere. Okay, in a bullish trend, it's just the same, just in the reverse. So you see the market clearly making higher lows. You know that we're in an uptrend. Okay. For example, here you see this is up, this is up, this is up. All indicators are up. You wait for them to go back down on a pullback. Potential entry there. However, just be cautious that you might be a bit far away. Okay, from the trend line. Perhaps wait for a pullback closer. And the same principle. Wait for them all to go down. Suggest a pullback. And you can trade on the breakout there. Nice wedge pattern. Resistance comes support continuation. Here, pullback. Market's making higher lows. Pullback and a breakout. Just zoom in a few there. Big breakout candle, no coincidence. We just look at these indicators here. You can see they're all up. Okay, and then as they go down, that's the pullback. And then we look to enter on a breakout. Pullback. Same again, they all go up. Then they all go down. When they all go down, around here is when we can draw entry for our pullback breakout trade there. Okay. A trade in the direction of the trend. This is how the strategy will work best. Obviously, you don't want to trade in choppy markets unless, of course, you're range trading, but I prefer to trade with the trend. That way we can capture big moves like these for hundreds of pips without needing to chart watch all day. You can see there, this trend line here was breached to the upside, and then there's a big breakout there. There's a bit of a bear trap. Traders who were selling down here will probably getting their stop losses taken out, and whoever sold earlier up here is taking profit and just causes the shift of momentum to the upside. If you look at the bears indicator as positive, bulls indicator is also positive, and bull and bears is also positive as well to the upside. Hence we get that big move up. Okay. Hopefully you found something useful in this video. If you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Take care, and I hope to catch you on the next one.